Hi everyone, this is Egidio. I'm with HIKE IN the Azores, and we're here at the entrance to the trail to the Caldeira to Santo Cristo on St. George Island. Just behind me over here along the coast is the Fajã dos Cubres. So we're leaving Fajã dos Cubres and we're gonna head into the Caldeira, which is basically a crater but down at ocean level. And so this is considered to be one of the best, if not the best, in my personal opinion, the best hike / nature walk in the Azores. So if you're looking to do a lot of hiking and nature trails here in the Azores, you should certainly consider this or put this at the top of your list. Today I'm walking in from the Fajã dos Cubres. It's there's another way to come in through the top from what they refer to as the Serra de Topo. It's another starting point. I think for those of you that have the time and fitness level, that is certainly the one that you might want to take. But I would allow for a full day to do that walk down. This one takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on your pace, depending on the number of pictures that you want to take. From the top, you can do it in 2 hours if you're going pretty quickly. I've taken 2.5 to 3 hours just because there's a slower pace of walking, taking a lot of pictures. And so you're enjoying the scenery, which you should be doing, not necessarily just looking to get to the Caldeira and then rushing back. You should take the time to enjoy all this great vegetation. One of the benefits of doing the walk from the side, one, it's shorter. You can drive down to the Fajã dos Cubres, which is just in the background there. You can park your car at the entrance and then walk across, so it's very convenient. Whereas if you take the path from the top, what you probably want to do is either come down here, drop off your car, and then get a taxi ride back up to the top. So today I elected to come in from the side from the Fajã dos Cubres. There's two ways to get into the Caldeira. From the Fajã dos Cubres, where you can drive down, park near the entrance, and then walk across. That normally takes 45 minutes to an hour each way, depending on your fitness level, the number of pictures you're going to be taking. So keep that in mind, and of course you'll want to spend some time in the Caldeira as well, just enjoying the lagoon and the scenery. The other option is to come down from the Serra de Topo. I will show you that one in a separate video. I think that one is probably, from a scenery perspective, from a wow perspective, It's at the next level. This one, don't get me wrong, it's very much at the wow. I would put it in the top 10, if not right up there at number 1 in my opinion. As far as the walk, you get the ocean here along the coast. We can see Fajã dos Cubres in the background over there. And then walking along just spectacular scenery. You can hear the birds in the background. And so just with respect to the other walk down, it's a bit longer. You can take between 2 to 3 hours. Again, I've done it in just over 2 hours, and I've also done it in 3 hours. And so it depends on, there's a pretty steep drop down to the ocean below. Not too high, but certainly plenty of room to walk along here safely. Depends what you're looking for. If you've got the day, I would certainly do that. I would allow for a day. And what you would do there is you would come down from the top, go to the Caldeira, and then exit back here to Fajã dos Cubres. But you'd have to coordinate the transportation in order to be able to do that. This one is much simpler, so that's certainly one of the benefits for doing this one. Very easy. Leave the car at the entrance, easy pickup. You've got, it's not a flat walk. There's 4, what I've counted and consider 4 hills as we're going along the cliffs here. So you'll go up 4 times and then come down. Whereas coming down from the top is just a straight walk down. But then you'll have this path to do on the way out. Now, one of the disadvantages of this shorter, more convenient walk is that, as you can see here, this trail has been widened and cars can come by. Not cars, I take that back. As you can see, the trail here has been widened, and ATV, 4-wheel vehicles can come by. They usually come by to ferry in some of the goods, supplies for the individuals that live in the Caldeira. And in some cases, they also bring in people, so you can pay someone to bring you in on a 4x4 ATV, all-terrain vehicle, if you're not able to walk but do absolutely want to come and see the Caldeira. But the downside is they're coming by, less so during the off season, I must say. During the busy season, when there's a lot of people here, there's a lot of people on the trails, a lot of people going in, a lot more activity, and a lot more in and out. So you'll be stepping aside to let the ATVs go by, which kind of spoils the walk a little bit. So you might want to take that into account as well. Not the end of the world though, but it's just a little bit more of an inconvenience. And if you're looking for a nature walk with the sounds, the birds, the waves, or nothing, that kind of spoils it a bit. But as you can see, I've been walking for a while and I've not come across any people or vehicles thus far. As you can see here, a bit of a ravine, huge cliff up here. Zoom up. Normally in winter you can get waterfalls just coming down from the top there. Today there hasn't been rain for a couple of days, or it's actually just been light rain, so no waterfalls today. But I've been here during the shoulder and low season months where we actually had to take off our socks and shoes to walk through the water that was coming through here, and so much water that they actually built a little overpass here for the pedestrians to walk through. Como é que foi?
Foi bom?
Good. So that was Antonio, who was just heading back from having biked into the Caldeira and now heading back out, probably all the way down to Velas. I've had to layer down. So one of the suggestions, tips that you need to make note of is whenever you're going out, whether it's for a hike or a walk or just going out in general, always consider layering up and layering down. So I had shorts and I had longer pants, and it was just warming up too much. When I left Azores this morning, the weather was overcast, a little coolish, and it called for cloudy skies most of the day, but it's starting to warm up over here. So I've had to remove the longer pants and go down to the hiking shorts, and I also had to put the windbreaker away, and I've got one more light sweater to remove if need be, but for now it's looks good. So bottom line, be sure to layer and adjust accordingly, because the weather here changes, I won't say by the minute, but it changes quite, that's the only thing you can count on to change is the weather. Sometimes within the space of a day as well. It'll go from sun to rain to clouds to wind. Actually, so far today, I think I've had no rain, but maybe a little drizzle. Some wind gusts. Cloudy, partly cloudy skies. The sun's been out. So, and the weather today is just perfect for hiking. That's one of the benefits of traveling during the low and shoulder seasons. The weather is just perfect. If you're looking to come to the Azores, you probably know the weather here doesn't fluctuate very much from the winter to the summer. It is certainly cooler in the winter, but we're only talking about, in Celsius, a 8 to 12 degree swing as a normal high. And in Canada, for example, in northern US and in Europe, northern Europe, the swings can be 40, 50 degrees from minus 20, 25 or more with wind chill to plus 20, 25, 30 in some cases. If there's and in some areas of Canada, it can get up there in the summer. So here the weather is much more stable from that perspective. Here we're coming up to a Fajã. I'll see it a bit further, and then Santo Cristo is just in the distance, which we'll see when we turn the corner there. Probably doesn't come up in the video much, but we're actually going down one of those hills that I mentioned, kind of the ups and downs. So this is like the second or third, and might not come through in the video much, but the horizon is, of course, straight ahead. But there's a bit of an inclination, nothing major, but you do have to be careful, especially when there's little pebbles or loose dirt. You want to make sure you're watching. I know you're going to be taking pictures and looking around, enjoying the scenery, which you should, and birds as well. But like, for example, here, don't walk in the middle like I am right now. You want to walk over to the side where the ATVs have gone by, and the terrain is a bit firmer, flatter, and you won't slip as much. For this particular hike, you don't need hiking poles. For the other one coming down from the top, not necessary, but certainly helpful. There are a couple of spots down the other hike where you'd want to use it, but here you don't need hiking sticks or hiking poles. So we're coming into one of the Three Fajãs here along the bottom. This is Fajã do Belo, where an entrepreneur, an investor, decided to put up some, not put up, actually just reconstruct or refit. You're not allowed building new, you can only renovate. We have a ribeira, and normally you'd also get water coming down these hills as well, these cliffs. Beautiful green. You can probably hear the waves and the birds. And the bee that just came by. So these are previously ruins up ahead, and down in the far distance between the homes is actually the church in the Caldeira of Santo Cristo. It's within sight. So walk through here. They did a really nice job with these. Kept them in the old style. And I said they basically just built up what was already here. We've got a pool over on the side. There's one of the ATVs they used to bring people in and out. You can see every now and then we're going climbing uphill. I'll just point this out. You might think this is a hazard here. There's another one down there at the bottom. Like they've put in some steps. These steps are to control the erosion, so they're not there to provide a bit of a hazard for you or for the ATVs, but just to help control the erosion so the water doesn't, the runoff doesn't create a lot of erosion here on the path. So they make sure that they evacuate the water using these steps that they've put in place here. Here's another one. And then the water goes down to the ocean down here. So as you can imagine, there's no garbage trucks or someone coming by to pick up the garbage. So what everyone should be doing while we enjoy this beautiful view here, there's the Caldeira in the distance, is plan to take out whatever you bring in. So if you bring it in, take it out. And as a general philosophy, always encouraged to leave things in equal or better state than when you arrived. So keep that in mind when you come in on these hikes, even when you're bringing in food or whatever. There are some garbage containers, but I think as a courtesy, everyone should be encouraged to, there you go, take out what they bring in. This is the second little bridge overpass that they constructed to help people cross through when there's a lot of rain coming down from here. So it's a little wet up there. I don't know if you can see it glisten, but there's no rain per se, no waterfalls. Still beautiful.
And there we go.
I was just mentioning to someone that although it is a beautiful place and lagoon, here the walks and nature hikes aren't as much about the destination as about the journey there. Somewhat like life. It's not the destination, it's the journey. So, of course, we'll spend some time in the Caldeira enjoying the scenery and the Fajã, the Caldeira, I should say. But it's the walk over that's breathtaking. Also, be sure to, look for the flowers, look for the birds. It's a beautiful one. Someone from Holland yesterday was telling me those are called jarros, which in Portuguese or Portuguese to English translates to a vase, which is what their form looks like. So a very appropriate name. So thank you, Rennie, for sharing that. Hi everyone, this is Egidio from Life Wellness. I left Velas this morning, or went into Velas this morning here on São Jorge Island this morning at about 10 o'clock, and I noticed a bicycle coming out of Velas. And coming out of Velas, if you've ever been there, it's a pretty good hike up out of Velas. É bastante empenhado para sair das Velas. And I noticed this gentleman, his name is Antonio, and I noticed him coming out of Velas. And I'm now here in the Caldeira de Sur, or on my way to the Caldeira de Santo, Cristo, as you can see here in the background. I'm in Fajã dos Cubres. And I noticed him coming up a red bike in a blue coat, and I said, could this be the same person? So that was about 2 hours, 45 minutes.
Sim.
And so he made it here. O senhor vai agora à Caldeira de Santo Cristo, não?
Vou.
Ok.
Vim das Velas, era para ir ao topo, mas estava muito nevoeiro, então desci ali pelo norte pequeno.
Ok.
E agora vou lá dentro à Caldeira,
Ok.
dar um passeio.
E agora quanto tempo é que vai levar daqui até lá?
Talvez meia hora.
Assim? E faz isto, hoje é domingo? Hoje é sábado. Usa a fazer isto nos fins de semana?
Faço quase todos os dias, dou uma
Sim.
volta, ou a pé, ou de bicicleta,
Ok.
dou sempre um passeio.
Então o senhor é mesmo ativo aqui?
Sim,
gosta de fazer isto?
Gosto de fazer isto.
Sim.
Tenho tempo para fazer,
Sim.
então aproveito. E temos aqui estradas boas para andar, tanto a pé como de bicicleta.
Pois.
E então aproveito esses caminhos todos.
Esta natureza aqui é pura e é mesmo incrível.
Com a paz.
As pessoas devem vir cá desfrutar isto para conhecer bem isto que é. Então agradeço ao senhor e desejo-lhe um bom caminho.
Tá bem,
Obrigado.
Até à próxima. Obrigado.
Bye. Como é que foi?
Foi bom?
Good. Bom caminho.
Olá.
Just came across this hiker who was admiring the sounds and the birds and the flora, and his name is Udo.
Yeah.
Correct. What do you think about all this?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah?
It's unique in the world,
Yeah.
to see these cliffs, volcanic stones, birds, wildlife, all together. Yeah, makes a unique thing.
Very good. Enjoy your hike.
Thank you.
Okay,
Same to you.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He actually, when I was speaking to him, before he agreed to kind of repeat some of what he was saying, he was just commenting on how unique this was, and he had actually been to some of the other islands as well, and you could tell the way he was just walking and just soaking it all in. It was quite special to see. He was enjoying.